It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Wednesday. It's January 17th, and there are still some trouble spots along the outer roads here in the Ozarks from snowfall that's remaining from just the other night. So take it slow this morning. Watch for some slick spots. But overall today, the message that I have for you is improving conditions. Temperatures are positive too. So that is a good news. It's around 5 degrees in most locations as of 5 a.m. this morning, but we are heading above the freezing point today. And that's an accomplishment for us because we've been below freezing now since last week on Friday. I mean, it has been a brutally cold stretch across the Ozarks. Of course, we've had the couple rounds of winter weather. Today, we get the sunshine, we get a southwest wind, and temperatures will be above freezing. Not by much. We're going to be in the mid and upper 30s. It's not going to be this warm, balmy day, but it is an improvement, and that's the good news. And I think we'll do at least a little bit of melting today. We should see some improvement on some of those area roadways, so we will take it on this Wednesday. Above freezing, that's the big headline for you, but we are not without cold weather or even the chance for winter weather for long. I do have another chance for winter weather in the forecast. I'll talk about that in just a second. But first, let's focus on the good news, shall we? Today, we get the sunshine. Temperatures will be in the mid and upper 30s. I have 37 degrees for the high temperature forecast in Springfield today. High pressure in control of our weather pattern and a southwest wind that may feel gusty at times. So even though I have the high temperature warming to about 37, it'll feel more like 30, even upper 20s, as winds could gust close to 20 miles an hour. Another push of cold air is going to arrive Thursday night into Friday, and this is where the next best chance for winter weather comes in. I don't think it's for everybody. In fact, I think Springfield, we are out of this one, Northern Arkansas out of this one. This is likely going to be for central Missouri. There's this potential for some more accumulating snowfall up along I-70. Heads up, this is likely going to be out there as we head into Thursday. So it's something to watch if you have any travel planned. I know you had some slick roadways up near Lake of the Ozarks, and some of those still remain residential places that do not have any pre-treatment down. There are still some slick spots. We're going to put down another little coating of winter weather on top of that as we head into Thursday. This is not looking like a big event. Once again, I think it's around an inch or less up in our northernmost counties, and at least at this point, I think Springfield is out of this one. So good news for us in town. Warmer weather, though, in the forecast. When we look beyond the weekend, there's a signal that we actually end the month of January warmer than average, which would be fantastic because it has been a long, cold couple of weeks here in the Ozarks, and we are going to see our normal high temperatures in the mid 40s return for the end of the month. So this is likely going to begin January 23rd timeframe through the end of the month, and we may start February off on a warmer than average note. It also does appear like we could see several opportunities for some precipitation, which is not all that uncommon in a February El Nino year. So the timeline, it looks like this. We have temperatures today in the upper 30s. I have 37 degrees in Springfield, plenty of sunshine for you. Tonight we'll be back down below the freezing point. So any melting that we do today, if there are wet areas on the roadways, it's likely to refreeze again tonight. So we're not done with the black ice each and every morning in the Ozarks. Chance for light snow across central Missouri then exists on Thursday. High temperatures there near 40 for the Springfield area. That's tomorrow. And then we go back into the freezer as we head into the end of the work week. We just can't catch a break. Another push of Arctic air is going to head our direction by Friday and Saturday. Temperatures fall back to near 20 degrees for the high temperature on Friday. We're in the mid 20s on Saturday. And then next week is looking a bit more comfortable for us around the Ozarks. Out in the Rockies, heavy snowfall is making headlines, and the ski resorts, they are hopping. There's a lot of people excited about the fresh powder happening out in the Mountain West. We have another Arctic blast heading into the center part of the country. That's going to impact us here in the Ozarks too. It's responsible for our cool down for the weekend. And there's even some ice potential for the Pacific Northwest. It's something to watch. Early next week, there's at least some signal that we could have a little bit of freezing rain into sleep, but it's way too early to start trying to nail that down. I just want to give you a very early heads up on that. All right, it is time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question for the day. This one, have you heard of this word? Someone with dysania has a hard time doing what? And the options were A, going to the doctor, B, getting out of bed, C, reading a dictionary, or D, walking on a treadmill. The answer is B, getting out of bed. Someone with dysania has a hard time getting out of bed. So I think we all may be suffering from a bit of dysania. I know I have the last couple of mornings. Wow. When it's so cold and there's snow on the ground, it makes it even harder, doesn't it, to get out of your warm bed? Ugh. B is the answer today. Congrats to everybody that picked that. If you are looking at the question for tomorrow, you want to head on over to the website and enter there. Here it is. If you could drive straight upward at 60 miles an hour, how long would it take you to get to space? If you could drive your car straight up 60 miles an hour, how long until you reach space? Do you think it is A, 1 hour, B, 5 hours, C, 1 day, or D, 5 days? Let me know your guess. You can enter again over at aroundtheozarks.com. What do you win? A $20 gift card to Scooters Coffee. Start the morning this week with a nice hot cup of coffee. Sounds about pretty good right about now. Thanks to our sponsors, Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. And thank you for listening to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather today. Sunshine, 37 degrees, and we will see a strong southwest wind in the forecast today. So you need to bundle up, stay warm, everybody, and we will chat again early tomorrow morning.